So we just want to spend the last few minutes talking about work-life balance. Seems to be a big issue in the world today with all the technology that interrupts everything that we're doing constantly. I call it my cellular leash that my boss keeps on me. It's just the stuff that we always have to work through to think about that. So what are some indicators that maybe you don't have good work-life balance? Here's what I hear a lot of times when we do this. Anxiety. Is that something you're dealing with? It's tough. How about sleeplessness? Yeah, that's tough too, isn't it? Sometimes it comes out in being overweight or underweight. Addictions. What are those? Alcohol, drugs, you name it, food. We talked about that. And then, of course, stress. I recently read a book that talked about the cost of stress in the American culture, business culture. And the number's huge. It's $330 billion a year that it costs the American industry. So, what are some things that we can do, or potential solutions? Schedule your breaks. I know it seems like counterintuitive, right? That you wouldn't take a break, but guess what? When you take a break and give your mind some rest, it actually comes back and is more productive, and you can get more done in a short amount of time. Take your lunch away from the office. It's a habit, right? We're stressed out, we want to continue so we can get done more quickly, but the reality is if we take that break and look at a different perspective, we can see the world from a different place, we come back to our work, and it's much more doable. Exercise. I know this has been a hard one for me, but I find the more I exercise, actually, the more it reduces my stress. We think, boy, that's going to stress me out to put more exercise time in my schedule for exercise. But the reality is, it actually increases endorphins and it makes us happier. So consistent exercise is very important as well. And then prioritizing everything, as we talked about earlier. Use that urgency matrix to talk about what's important versus what's urgent in your life. Take time and make sure that that's the most important thing that you're doing, not what's the fire you're putting out. Always do the most important thing. And then lastly, a good encouragement is spend time with people. Yeah, people, not technology. Spend time with people who energize you. So take those as some suggestions to think about work-life balance as you move forward and you work to manage multiple priorities and interruptions.